Otherwise, you will change the meaning of the sentence. It says they can also occur in prepositional phrases because in that case, of is a preposition. The preposition of that makes constituent with the noun, In the case, the authority of the president, All right. We have a preposition plus noun phrase. You have a prepositional phrase, right? Says phrasal possessives can be usually turned in inflected form, right? Like the boy's story, the story of the boy. And as we said before, some grammar books label them as adjectives. We will not. Questions?
So
I'm not done. But questions so far?
In this part, so the preposition will be functioning as the genitive.
Yes, and you will see why. We will see why right now.
Right, but
why not possessive? Why do we call them genitive?
No, but where I'm going is that so this preposition will have a function then. That will be the genitive.
Exactly. It's a prepositional phrase that functions as genitive. So far, we have been seeing prepositional phrases that function as adverbs or prepositional phrases that function as adjectives, but now we're going to see prepositional phrases that functions as genitives. Okay? And then, why genitives and not possessives? Because they possession means that I owe something or something is property of someone, right? That is possession. Say my book. Hey, this is my book, not your book. It's my book. But if I say, hey, we're gonna use Morenberg's book, what is the problem? That book doesn't belong to Morenberg, does it? Morenberg didn't give you the money to buy it, did he? So, but there is a relationship between Morenberg and the book, which is not possession, it's relation. Get it? If I say this is Morenberg's book, I have some type of ambiguity there because it is the book of Morenberg, that it belongs to Morenberg, or it is the book that Morenberg wrote. So you see, that is not necessarily possession. Questions?
Professor, would change the meaning if I say this is the Morenberg's book instead of saying this is Morenberg's book? Good.
What you're being there is emphatic. Then you're moving up to semantics. Because it's the same thing, let's say like, hey, entra para adentro. Ah, sí, es bruto, ¿por dónde más voy a entrar? No, but if you say entra para adentro, you are being emphatic. You are giving emphasis. It's not the same to say entra para adentro. It's not the same. It has a different force. You see? Because no, this is the book. It's like do. Like if I say no, I was gonna say something. Yeah, but it's the same case. But if I say, for example, I went to the hospital, and I say, hey, I did go to the hospital. That did is making it more emphatic. The verb, you see, it has a function, not content, but it has a function. See? But then that emphasis is semantic. It's a semantical emphasis. See? Not necessarily grammatical. Got it?
Professor?
Yes.
What, and then if the author is saying that the thing that we are calling possessive adjective, and then how he classified the other one, which is like mine and yours, and
he has possessive pronouns and then independent possessive pronouns.
So those are going to be independent, according to him.
Very good, according to Morenberg. And this is important that you mentioned this. According to, always, when you write research, you would say according to someone. This one states that, according to Morenberg, the author is saying that This other one argues that, you see, because it's a position that they take, and then you are just going to cite that position. All right. But you see, what you just said, according to Morenberg, is exactly what we do in academic writing. All right. Okay. Personal, reflexive, and indefinite pronouns. Pronouns. These ones can fill a noun phrase slot because they are pronouns. Look at the word pronoun. It's like I, or if I say I can switch, for example, Mariela and she replaces Mariela. So and Mariela is a noun. It means that she is a pronoun. She can be even take the noun phrase position for the subject, for example. So these ones, different from determiners, they can they can stand alone. Reflexive pronouns always refer back to the subject noun, just as linking verb does, right? Like he did it himself. You see how that himself goes back to he. It says reflexive pronouns can fill any noun slot except subject, the subject slot. Okay, when they are in the direct object slot of the sentence, you will not be able to turn the sentence into passive order in order to test for transitivity verb. This is important. Most, if you have your like, if I say he, I'm trying to get an example. In the book, you have many.
Himself was beaten by he.
No, you cannot say himself was. Remember,
No,
but you say
that's part of the sample.
no. A reflexive pronoun as direct object. He takes himself seriously. For example, right? He takes himself seriously, and then you say he takes what? Himself. Direct object, transitive verb. But the problem is that you cannot pass it to passive voice. See? Because usually the passive voice, I'm sorry, the transitive verb, the object is one thing and the subject is something else. Right? Then indefinite pronouns, anybody, thing, one, no one, nobody, anything, something, somebody, someone, right? Questions? Questions? No questions.
I think we are thinking, Professor.
Very
That's
complex.
questions.
It's not complex. It's not complex. You see, when you guys start parsing, you will see that it's not so bad. It's not so bad. We're just adding this. By the way, this is not part of the test. This is not included in the
Oh,
next
thanks God.
What is my recommendation? What is my recommendation, students? Do well in this test. Because you see, every time we're adding more and more things. You see? So this test is very important. If you want to survive, this course, try to do well in this test. Because obviously that the second test will have more things. Yes.
Yeah. And then the homework number 4 is for the next Saturday.
That is correct. That is correct.
That way we can study.
Exactly. You don't even have to really study. If you start working on exercise 4, right?
Yeah.
I send it to you.
Yes.
Didn't I?
Yeah, you
I did.
all know it.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, you did.
If you start working on sentence 4, you are studying for this test. You only know that you will have to exclude these ones. Let me get some water. I have talked too much. Give me 1 minute. Hold on.
Oh, I mean, break, guys.
Habla Jairo.
Dímelo. What's up?
Okay, time for negotiation. So I'm gonna give you 10 sentences, or I can give you 8 sentences. I don't know. But the problem that we have, you know what the problem is, right? So it's the practicality of the test. Those of you who are educators and took your master in education know what I'm talking about. The practicality, right? The